Alright people, so back at the same place, Irving Park. I'm just gonna turn off the camera. I'm gonna go for a walk with my mom, and then when we get to a place for a bench, I'll start recording again. I've obviously always got something to say. Alright, so I got into my spot. I'm gonna basically just put the tripod down, get this started. Alright, so let's get going. So, previous video I talked about a lot of things. One thing that I would like to continue talking about is what are the things that have the most value in life, or things that are immeasurable, like your health, your happiness, how much truth that you live, how much love is in your heart, how much peace that you are embodying, how authentic that we are, our presence, the here and now, how much that we are connected to the intelligence that we are, which is, in a sense, for me, wisdom, how much freedom that we feel, how much meaning, fulfillment, devotion. All these things are, to me, the most important things in life. For without these things, what we have left is not very sustaining, not conductive to a good life. So, do you want to experience a better life? Live more of these things, so more health, more joy, more love, more peace, more calm, more accepting that we are, more that we trust life. Because I say that without these things, what do we really have? If we don't have truth, then we have lies, or I should say mistruth. It's a synonym, right? The embodiment is so important, especially for somebody that's on the spiritual path. Because if we are not embodying peace, and we're not embodying love and presence and all these things, then it's just basically an intellectual undertaking that we're doing. We have a whole bunch of ideas, concepts, words, definitions. So it's purely just like, an act of remembering, or I'm not even going to suggest there is understanding in most of these things. Because I do believe that understanding and comprehension are important. Not in a sense the purely intellectual one, but a deep sense of knowing. And again, what is important for you? Is living a fulfilling life something important? Is you following your own heart and basically going your own way important? If not, we are left to follow the opinions of other people that have no idea how we really should be living our life, because after all, they're quite different, as they have different interests, different inclinations, different things that they're drawn to and things that they're repulsed by. So I can't tell you how to live your life and what you should do, and same with you. You simply don't know me well enough to determine that. So at the end then, this life is about exploring, connecting, aligning with who we are. And we do this through stillness. Then we notice what calls us, what comes to mind. And then we notice even more what keeps on calling us. As the saying goes, if it's your calling, it will keep on calling you. So what is really meant for you, you will keep on being drawn to. But of course, we have to be careful, because sometimes we are caught up in a negative feedback loop where we feel terrible about ourselves, and then we attract toxic people in our lives, and then we keep on trying to go back to the same old toxicity, because it's all we ever known. But if you have this calling, let's say, to start on your healing journey, or to go on a road trip that you've always been wanting to go but delayed it, or perhaps it is to finally say to someone that you love them, or that you've always admired them. There's different types of love. So the brotherly love, the motherly love, romantic love. But it is all same vibration. It is all the same thing expressing itself differently. Just like these birds that you might or might not see in the video here, and the trees. They appear different. They come from the same source. It's all an extension of us, and we are extensions of them. So what we do to them, we end up doing to ourselves, and what we do to ourselves, we end up doing to them. So here's where the golden rule is golden. Not that it's an ounce of gold, but something very valuable. I'm not going to put a number on it, because we're stuck in that mentality of numbers, and we lose the plot. We think that life is about accumulating things, getting more of this, more of that, a bigger this, a bigger that. But for me, it's about feeling connected to all of this, understanding that everything that I've been going through, everything I am going through, is for me to grow, to learn, to heal. But of course, I have the choice to refuse that. We have basically two main choices in life: is to know who we are, or ignore who we are, avoid who we are, reject who we are. But at the end, there is no real choice. if you have wisdom, then you understand that not knowing yourself or not connecting to who you are is not an option at all. It's not a life. There's no way to be healthy. There's no way to live a fulfilling life. There's no way to be in the truth. No love there. So the more that we embody and the more that we are connected to who we really are, the more peace that we will feel, the more love we'll have in our hearts, the more compassion, more wisdom, and all these things that I said at the beginning of this video. So knowing yourself is first starting point, but it keeps on being the main thing. Even when you go deeper, you keep on going, and then you've been on this journey for 20 years, 25 years actually, and keep on coming back full circle to what really matters. So being authentic, not hiding from who we really are, all of these things are so important, because we're going to try to be somebody we're not. How can we be happy? Somebody comes over and says that you need to be, I don't know, let's say, not trying to find something that people will look down on, but let's say, I don't know, gardener. Most people in the spiritual sphere will say, like, everybody should be a gardener. No, not everybody. Some people are not aligned with that whatsoever. So, not to accept that when people tell you this is what you should be doing, and then you knowing it's not something you really enjoy. So, stop accepting other people's ideas, and don't allow people that will try to force these ideologies, these beliefs, I should say limiting beliefs, that we say that one needs to do this in order to be spiritual, right? Like meditation. And people don't meditate whatsoever, but yet they're some of the most connected people. Maybe for them, meditation is not an activity that they do, but how they are. Maybe that's why they don't consider it meditation, because they just are the way that they are, and that is in a sense a meditative state. And for them, they're like, no, this is just me. What are you talking about? Right? I hope that you start seeing what is important, and you can connect with it on a deeper level. How much more love, how much more peace, how much more understanding. I'm going to look at my list again, because I forgot a lot of these things that I had written down that I said at the beginning. How much truth, how much love, how much peace, authenticity, how much presence, intelligence, and wisdom, how free that we are, how much meaning and fulfillment is in our lives, and do we have something that we're devoted to? Maybe all of the above, huh? And let that Holy Spirit be the guide. It will bring in synchronicities, it will bring in some, you'll feel pulled to do something. Then you're like, it doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't to you. Do it. If you've really been thinking about doing something, going for a walk, calling someone, selling your car, moving somewhere else, going on a vacation, traveling the world, I don't know. Starting your garden, maybe. Yeah. Let thy yourself, be true, and you be true to yourself. I think it's going to be a shorter video this time, and I'm going to end it now unless something else comes up. Nothing is. So I love you all. I'm wishing for you an amazing day filled with love, truth, connection, authenticity, and all that jazz. The world needs you to wake up. You need you to wake up. Let go of the illusion. Be aligned with what is true, what is real.